Hi everyone. I decided to play in my little journal again that I've been using to use the prompts from Janet Nash's channel. She does her little prompt game at the end of her Monday live streams. It's like in the last half hour or so. Like I had showed you before, I scribbled down a bunch of them and put them in a little box that I had made. And so I'm just pulling one out randomly every so often and playing, and I'm just having the best time. So today I'm doing one from March of 2021, and the prompts are orange, something from a magazine on page 14, butterflies, something from a magazine on page 55, use staples, add a tuck spot, and something vintage. So I just started with the magazine. I've got this Quilting Arts magazine, and it has so many nice, look at these beautiful, vibrant pictures. I just love these. These ladies are very talented that are making these quilts, but it's just got a lot of stuff. And so I thought, well, I'm going to try that for my magazine. Look how pretty. So I went to page 14, and this one. This is what came up for 14. I know there's a glare on it. I'm going to try to hold it up so you can see it. Isn't that amazing? Just all that color is so gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out because I definitely want to use this on my page in some way. So I'm going to just trim it out. And then I'll save what I don't use, of course, and I'll use it at another time. Okay, that is so beautiful. And it's in the right shape for my book and everything. Like, how cool. Okay, so I went to page 55 since there's another magazine prompt on this particular day. And it's sort of bland and blah. So the next thing I grabbed was actually a catalog. It's not a magazine, but it's a catalog, and I figure, you know, it's one of those type of books. And you know, Janet doesn't have any hard, fast rules. She just wants you to play and have a good time. So that's what I'm going to do. So I opened, this was a Christmas catalog, and I've already torn it apart because I was removing some pages for my granddaughter. There was plenty of this particular book from Amazon. Came with stickers and all kinds of activities and things for kids. So turned out she had already got it and played with it at her house, but she was excited to have some of the pages again that I had torn out for her. Anyway, 55 is where I turned, and I saw this really cool border along the edge. I don't really need to use any of the toys, but I thought that was really pretty on the edge. And one of our prompts for this time was orange, even though I know there's orange in here too, but I thought that's pretty cool because that would make a pretty little border of some kind. So I'm going to just tear some more of this magazine out so that I can make sure I capture all of that and not rip it up too bad. There we go. Okay, so this is the page number 55. There you can see it, 55. And over here you can see it, almost see it there in this very bottom corner here is a number 14, right down there. Okay, so those are the pages that I'm going to use. Put all this away now. And I'm just going to trim off this little edge. Okay, so we've got these two things, which look pretty cool. And I got to see what I want to do here. Find a page first. Let's go back here towards the back. Let's do this one. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to work on this side of the page this time because I typically always go to the right. So I'm just trying to make myself do something different, you know. I don't know that I want to cover the entire page with this. I'm just not sure. exactly. What I have for my tuck spot is, I had a napkin with a bunch of butterflies on it, and this was a strip that was left over that I had saved. And so I just glued it with a glue stick down to just a plain piece of printer paper. And I thought that would be really pretty with that. And I could have put it on one side and make a little tuck spot. So I'm going to be sticking a tag in my tuck spot later. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. So let's see, if this goes on the side, it's not quite tall enough, so I'm going to put a little washi tape or something there, I guess, and just cover like the top and the bottom edge. I guess I could cover the whole page with this. It's really pretty. It's a shame not to use it and get as much use out of it as I can. Okay. I had some other things I had picked out. This is some flowers. This is actually from a very old package of basic gray chipboard pieces. And so I peeled it off so that it wasn't so thick, because it was really thick chipboard. And I peeled it off and I thought, well, that might, I mean, the colors match. It looks real nice with that. I just don't know. I don't know if it's getting kind of busy, you know. So I'm not sure. But if I didn't put all of the color on, like maybe I put just some at the top or at the bottom, either way, that could still go there and not be quite as busy. Got to think about it. I'll have coffee while I think. Okay, I decided what I want to do, I believe. I still want to use the flowers and the butterflies, but I think I'm going to use this little green paint chip. And I think I'm going to put this at the bottom as the tuck spot, and then lay the flowers there and still put some of the butterflies on, either down here at the bottom or maybe at the top. I haven't decided yet for sure about the butterflies, but I think because I can put a butterfly anywhere, that'll work. So I'm going to start by just going ahead and attaching this piece of paper, and that will help me get focused better. And also, I think I'm going to use this side after all, because while I have a whole sheet to cover a page, I might as well go ahead and cover the one that has all the lines on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. I want to kind of scrape over that and get the air bubbles out. And it doesn't go all the way to the edge, not quite all the way, so I'll cover that with something. Now this piece, I could cover the edge with that. Let's see. I was thinking I might just cut like a corner off of this, so I'm going to do that. I don't know how straight it's going to be, but I'm cutting it. So that's nice, and it goes well. And let's see, the flowers can still go on there and kind of stick up just a little bit. And then the butterflies they won't be a tuck spot anymore. They'll just be a decoration glued down completely. I just don't think I want them all. I just don't. All right, so that being the case, I can go ahead and take this and put it along the edge. Okay, so far we have something orange, something from page 14 in a magazine. Add a tuck spot. Oh, and we have the 55 too. Something orange and the 55 kind of go together. Okay, so let's move on and add the flowers. Okay, just like that. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. So that's not part of the prompts. That's just something additional I'm adding, but I wanted to get it on there so I can see how the page is working out. Okay. For the adding something vintage and staples, I'm definitely going to do that on the tag. And the butterflies, I may add to the tag or I may just add it to the page. But what I'm going to do on the tag is, let me make sure this is the right size I want to. My little tuck spot. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a piece of vintage book paper on it. I've got a page from a 1918, some kind of court cases book. So I thought that would be cute to just cover the tag with that. And of course on the back I will put the prompts here so I can tuck it in there. I'm going to do it this way. Turn it over. I'd kind of like to get that date at the top, so I'm going to just set it right there. That looks nice. Okay, now we have something vintage. I'm going to put a little bit of distress ink around it because it is supposed to be vintagey. This one is tea dye. And I'm going to put a little bit in the middle, just here and there, to age it a little bit more. There we go. Now on the tag, I thought I would put this little floral. It's a piece of washi tape. So I'm just going to trim out some of the excess white. Not all of it, just some. Such a pretty little plant. Okay. And then I'll burnish it. I don't know where my bone folder is right this minute, but I'll use this little scraper. Okay. Just going to put that on the bottom. I think it'll be pretty to have the text showing through the washi. Oh, so pretty. I don't know what I did with my bone folder. I used it on something and just didn't put it back where it belongs. That's what happened. All right, this works fine. Just want to burnish it there so that it sticks and so that it shows everything through. It's very pretty. Love it. Okay. I have a little ticket that I thought I would just staple onto the tag. And that way I can use my staples. I've got a little cup of coffee. Thought might be sweet on the tag too. I wonder if it should be up here on the ticket. That's kind of fun. Maybe I will cut off the coffee beans that are on the outside and just kind of trim it out. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Who doesn't like a ticket for a cup of coffee? Yeah. Okay. I think I want to add a little bit more of a border before I staple that on. I'm just going to go around the edge real quick. Just because I can. Yep. And it just makes it stand out so much better. Right. See, then that looks so much nicer with the little border. Okay, I've got my stapler here someplace. Here we go. Okay, right there. Okay. Now I've got my staples. So the only thing that's left is actually the butterflies. So let's see how this is looking. Love it. I also have some words. I stamped out a little quote, allow yourself to have fun. And I'm going to put that up here. I think it will fit. I haven't really even checked, so we'll find out together. I think it will, though. And this is very roughly stamped and cut out. It's not anything very precise, but you know, that's the fun of it. To me, just being able to play and not be concerned. You know what I mean? Just play and have a good time. Okay. I think I need to grunge them up a little bit with the Distress ink. So I have this book. I'm going to take a butterfly out of this one. I think this blue one would look really pretty right here. So I think that's the one I want to use. There's so many beautiful butterflies. Scoot it up. So many gorgeous ones in here, but I think the blue one is going to stand out nicely. So it needs to be trimmed a little bit because these do have a lot of white space around them. So I'm just going to trim it out real quick like this. Okay, and make it a tad smaller in as far as the white space goes. And I have this book and a couple of others in my Amazon store if anybody is interested. This one's full of birds too, and bees, birds, and butterflies. So there's plenty of gorgeous images in this book. I really love it. Here's the birds, some of the birds. Here is some of the bee images. There's a lot of really nice florals. And I'm just really happy with these. I'm going to get lots of use out of these books, I'm sure. So I think he's going to look really cute right here. Yeah, I just think that's nice. Right there. And I might come back and do a little border around this green pocket and possibly stamp something on here. I'm just not sure yet, but I think I'm going to call it done for now. I typically come back and add little bits and pieces here and there anyway. So, so there's my little tag. Real sweet. And I will put the prompts on the back. And yes, it was so fun. Once I figured out what I wanted to do with that background paper, it was really fun. I really have a good time. And what's really rewarding is just using the stuff. You know, we collect so much stuff, and it's so fun to use it and or recycle it. So so just, you know, get your things out and start grabbing some prompts and just play and create things. Before you know it, you'll have a whole little journal filled with fun stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to. Something fun to flip through and enjoy and be inspired by. So check out Janet's channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.